Greetings, America, from your Canadian neighbor. I see that you're still killing each other. Wow, it's getting more insane, because here's the problem. Now, in my other video, I mentioned that, there's a chance Trump's going to win because the silent majority is sick and tired of all these pissy-ass, go-crazy, insane ideologues that go around damaging property and hurting people, okay? And I mentioned before how it seems like the only ones rioting and turning into these insane ideologues are the Biden supporters, the Democrat supporters, and the silent majority is sick and tired of it. And I mentioned how it's like a strategy by the Democrats, let's let the violence go on so that the entire country will be sick and tired of this and need a change of government and say, okay, time to vote out the Republicans and Orange Man bad, yeah, give it to him, time for a change. But the majority realizes that, that ain't gonna work. I could be wrong about who's gonna win. I said maybe Trump's gonna win because of that, but I could be wrong. Election day's done, now they count the ballots, okay? So there's still this crap going on about, the accusations of fraud and not being counted properly, and like Republicans are taking certain states to federal court over wanting recount and all that, and it's like, well, it's delaying things, okay? But here's the problem. People are going more crazy because it was already a divided nation with the anticipation of who's going to win. They oppose each other, they hate each other. That leads to more division and hate. So everyone figures election day, that will be the final decision who's going to win. Okay, so all the Democrat supporters will say on election day, we can claim victory. And all the Republican supporters can say the same thing. On election day, we'll claim victory. Okay, but here's the problem. It's turned into anxiety. It went from anticipation to anxiety. People want results, okay? Both sides that oppose each other want results. They're not getting the results. They're going to have to wait for the results. Things are getting complicated, okay, because of all this accusations and all these legalities going on and all this. Well, of course there's going to be accusation about Russia or China interfering, and he said, she said, and both sides accusing each other, and it's just going to delay things. So the anticipation is turning into, anger. People aren't getting the results. How would I put it? People thought on election day, we'll finally get results, both sides. But with all these delays, it's causing anxiety for those results. And again, everybody's going batshit crazy. Thinking, we want to win, we want victory, but we're not getting it. So yeah, so that's the problem right now. Yeah, and I think people are killing each other even more because of the anxiety of having to wait for the election results, So pre-election, there was division, hate, anxiety. Post-election, it's getting worse. It just seems like, yeah, people are killing each other more because of the anxiety. We gotta wait for those results that we want. We finally, in a way, they want closure, but they're not getting it. So here's something else I thought about. If Trump wins, okay, all these people I mentioned in the Democrat-run cities and the blue states that'd like to go batshit crazy and riot for just about any reason, okay, we'll be so pissed off that they'll get more pissed off, and there'll be more rioting and more resent that they didn't win. And I'm guessing that, I don't know, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but I'm guessing that, okay, if Trump wins, there's going to be madness. Those Democrat supporters that like to go out and riot, destroy property, and hurt people, yeah, they'll go batshit crazy. And I'm guessing that, those who choose to defend life and property, what's going to happen? Here's my estimate. If Trump wins, I'm guessing the death toll should be about 10 within maybe between 5 and 6 weeks. Yeah, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but I'm just making a guess. If Biden wins, well, what will happen? Well, here's what will happen. I'm just guessing at this. I'm just kind of making just a shot in the dark prediction here. If Biden wins, well, all those people I talked about that like to riot and loot and steal and destroy property and act like crazed ideologues. If Biden wins, you embolden them even more. That will cause people to defend life and property. And maybe the same thing will happen. People will die. It's too bad it has to be that way. Anyways, we'll see what happens. I have been looking at the results. I'm not ensconced in it. Like spending every waking moment online to look for this, but I did check it out, and it seems like a tight race between Sleepy Joe and Orange Man Bad. I call him Agent Orange. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of just a big scrotum covered in Cheetos dust. One thing I'm thinking is Arizona. How could that be a flip state and turn blue? I mean, like, the thing is, it's like, it's been a haven for those trying to flee California. California's been a blue state for the longest time, where, you know, you try to open up a business and you gotta spend, like, you know, I don't know, probably about like $100,000 jumping through their hoops just to open up a business, and that's why a lot of people are moving to Arizona. So I thought, Arizona, how could that turn into a blue state? It's been the red state people have been fleeing to get away from high taxes and having to jump through all the hoops. Anyways.